So if you guys read the title, we are about to get into this edgy bob cut from this long hair. So I'm starting off with this bald cap method with this got to be, honey. This got to be is no joke. I am spraying around my edges, and I also did spray behind my head because I wanted to make sure that stayed down. I am blow drying the got to be on hot because it just freezes it faster. I'm cutting off of the cap until it just looks right. Y'all know I'm still working on this bald cap method, so be with your sister, help your sister out if you got any tips, tricks, tools, whatever the case may be. But practice makes progress makes perfection, so we can only practice. I am wiping my forehead with alcohol using a cotton ball, trying to get all of the excess got to be free spray off of my forehead, also so I can have a clean canvas. I'm using Ghost Bond lace glue that I got from my local beauty supply store, and I'm applying my first layer of glue, and I blow dried it to speed up the process on a cool setting. 3 layers. I did 3 layers. This is the 3rd layer that you're about to see me smack on my little forehead there, because the way that I did my wig, it was a lace closure, but I did want a really deep part, so I put my lace closure part on my right side of my forehead just to give it a deeper part. And I'm blow drying my hair to speed up the glue process. Now I'm just placing that on the glue, my forehead, just to stick it right, make sure that it is down where I want it to be, using the ends of my foiling comb just to help it tack down a little bit more, going really fast in upwards and downward motions, just making sure that it's tacked down. I'm cutting off the excess lace in a zigzag motion just so it can look a little bit more natural on the scalp.
It's getting serious on this track, man.
After all that, I did wrap my lace so it can lay down. The next morning, I did my makeup. Cute, honey, cute. I did not record a video for that look, but I'm going in and squeezing the hairline so that my part can look a little bit more natural, not so thick, not so thin, but a little bit more natural than it is already. Just going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, taking my tool and taking the hair out until, I feel that it looks good and it's worth it. Just parting in thin vertical sections to take some of that bulkiness of that hair out. I'm just continuing to check to see what it looks like. Now I'm going to work on my part. Like I told you guys, I wanted a real deep part. I'm using Nairobi foam wrap to lay down and kind of mold in a little, in a sense, my part to help me with tweezing and taking out and plucking just some more of the hair out of my part, just to make it look a little bit more natural than it already is. Be very careful when you are plucking because you don't want to pull too hard. You may rip your lace. Luckily and fortunately, I did not rip my lace, but you know, that was a little scary. That was the amount of hair that I plucked out of the scalp or the lace closure, whatever you want to call it at the time. And I'm just going in and blow drying that piece of my lace to mold it into that how I want it in my part. Taking my Maybelline Fit Me foundation, liquid foundation, and using I don't even know what kind of brush that is called, but I'm using that to, you know, help me put some scalp to my scalp, make it look a little bit natural, and I am blow drying it in just to make it look as though it is coming from my scalp, using more Nairobi to just kind of simmer that in there and dissolve that in there real nice, like, to make it look natural as possible. I'm straightening out my hair just so it can be a little bit more sleek than it is already. I am using a flat iron that I got in beauty school. It is a Diane flat iron, nothing real fancy, too smancy. They said it was an expensive flat iron, but I only really use it for my weave. I don't really use it for natural hair because it does natural hair, it does the weave okay, it doesn't really do the natural hair justice. So I took my clippers to make a blunt cut, and I over directed the hair to the side so it can just be a little bit longer on my bang side than it is. And I'm just going in, cutting with my clippers to just get some of that bulk and that weight and that length out of the hair. Now I'm taking a razor and just kind of making it a little bit more wispy on the bottoms and in the hair, just giving it a little bit more texture, movement, all of that good stuff. And I continue to comb as I am cutting, because I just wanted to see how, like, it is weave, it is old weave at that. So you know, just trying to make sure that it looks best as possible every time that I comb it out and get those loose hairs out. I'm also taking my thinning shears and thinning the bulkiness out of the bottom. I'm taking my thinning shears and I take my regular shears to shape it, clean it up, all of that good stuff. I just use my thinning shears, my regular shears, my razor as I saw fit, just to kind of create that edgy looking bob. I didn't want anything so blunt, so to put together. This is more of a soccer mom cut for me. It reminds me of a little soccer mom cut. So I am just cutting, trimming, thinning where I see fit until it looks just like I want it. And I'm going in with the eyebrow razor just to give myself a little bit more baby hair, just like real small baby hair, gradually giving it a little bit layers for the baby hair, making it look a little bit more natural than it does. Taking my flat iron and just running through it real quickly, really slight bump, nothing really too straight or too beveled. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment below.